Well, up next on the show, we're clinging to positive territory. Here's a stat that we wonder if you knew. Did you know that more than 40% of video gamers are female? So when we went in search of the next big thing in gaming, we called the top female gamer on the planet. Her game picks and her trades to match are next. Day 4 of our Next Big Things series brings us to the world of gaming. From 3D to motion controllers, the gaming industry continues to grow. It's even more technologically advanced every single day, and it's way bigger than the movie industry. So what will be the next big thing in gaming? And who's going to bring it to market? Joining us from the front lines, John Rettinger, editor-in-chief of the tech blog TechnoBuffalo.com, and CG Star Slayer Thornton, the world's top female multi-genre pro gamer. And we are thrilled to have you with us, CG. We're very excited. All right, so thanks to both of you for being with us. Let me just start with you, John, just in terms of the overall industry here. I mean, a lot of people don't realize how big it is and how quickly it's growing. So when we ask this question of what's the next big thing, how do you answer it? Is it what's the next new game, or the next new technology, or the next new platform?
Well, it used to be what's the next big game going to be, but these consoles are now having such longer lifespans. The Xbox 360 is going to be extended for another 5 or 6 years, same with the PlayStation 3. So now it's going to be how the games themselves are evolving. We're seeing a huge push towards motion controls. Nintendo Wii ushered that in. Sort of the age of sitting behind a couch with the controller are gone. Sony's launching the brand new wand-looking PlayStation Move, and Microsoft's launching their completely controller-less Microsoft Connect. And don't forget about the just announced new iPod Touch yesterday. Steve Jobs said that the iPod Touch is now the #1 selling mobile gaming console on the market, ousting the Nintendo DSi line and the Sony PSP. So mobile gaming is really coming up, and I think that's where the future of gaming is going to be headed.
Well, let's ask CG, because CG, you know, you live this every day. Is that the next big thing? Mobile technology? I mean, what's your ideal platform?
I totally agree. My ideal platform is Xbox 360, but that's mostly because that's coming from a competitive standpoint. That's what system most all tournaments are on these days, but mobile gaming definitely is getting big. I personally have an iPad, and I play all my games on that everywhere I go.
Wow, you play them all on the iPad, so you switched quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you, CG, this big question. We had, I don't know if you heard in that when we were coming into commercial, we said it may surprise people, 40% of gamers are women. But apparently we still don't compare well to places like Japan, where even stay-at-home moms are very big gamers. In the U.S., not so much. So how could the gaming industry, in your opinion, appeal to more women?
Well, I don't think it really has to do anything different. Women these days are appealed to the same games that guys are. I play Street Fighter, I play Guitar Hero. You know, you're not going to find these girls playing Barbie Adventure. You're going to find them, they're going to be kicking your butt at Halo, at Gears of War. So I don't really think the gaming industry really has to do anything to get more females into it by directing certain games at them specifically. You know, females like just the same things that guys do.
And I guess a lot of us would say that that's true in a lot of ways. So, CG, when you as a gamer, I mean, do you do it full time? Can you tell us how much you make? I mean, is it a lucrative business for you?
It's a little bit tough. Sometimes it depends. It fluctuates between summer and fall, depending on how many tournaments there are. But I specialize in marketing and promotions, so I get most of my earnings from working with companies doing gaming-related events more than I do at tournament winnings.
John, what do you think about what CG said, that women like the same things as men like, and she's talking about Street Fighter and a lot of games that maybe a lot of people incorrectly think are male games, and what was the thing a few years ago, oh, women are only going to like Sims and all these other kinds of things. Is there something game companies can learn from that?
Absolutely. Just like the consoles are evolving, the gamers themselves are developing. Can't tell you how many times I've been playing Halo and I hear in my mouthpiece, I'm getting killed by a woman or a girl somewhere. Really, the gaming demographics are broadening on a daily basis, and those sort of gender barriers are completely coming crashing down. You know, like CG said, the gamers, just by marketing the games themselves, are targeting women. You see game advertisements really in places you didn't see them before. It's really sort of reaching out to brand new demographics, which is making the gaming industry huge. When Halo 3 launched, which is arguably the flagship game of this console era, it sold $300 million in the first week, $170 million in the first day. The gaming industry is getting to be almost as big as the movie industry, and as such, the demographics are really expanding with it.
All right, and quickly before we go, CG, I know you mentioned Street Fighter and Guitar Hero. In your opinion, what's the next big game that's coming down the pike?
Ooh, I can't really narrow it down to one specifically, but I think a lot of the games that are based around the Kinect are going to be very popular.
All right. Well, thanks very much to both of you. John, CG, appreciate it. We'll look forward to having you both back.
Thank you.